Once upon a time, there was a teenager who got bored of hearing the same tunes played over and over again on the radio. He could not understand why radio stations did not or could not play the best variety of hits. So the 17-year-old college student set up his own radio at the backyard of his parents' home. Born out of passion for music, DZRJ played the latest hits from the US 6 months before they reached the Philippines. Manned by a volunteer staff of classmates, the radio station became a big success and developed a huge local cult following because of its innovative and daring programming. It was the first to play the Beatles, the Beach Boys, Eric Clapton, Steely Dan, and many others, while the other stations were playing a very limited variety of top 10 hits. It also introduced many local artists like the Apo Hiking Society, Florante, Sampaguita, Juan de la Cruz Band, and many others. Known as Boss Radio and later The Rock, DZRJ would make history again when, after being under military control for 15 years while its owner was in exile, the legendary rock station became the voice of freedom in the 1986 People Power Revolution with a nom de guerre, Radio Bandido. Coming back from exile, RJ created waves again by reprogramming his radio station, which ushered in the retro era, targeting the baby boomers. RJ-FM, with 8 stations in key cities nationwide, introduces a new format never before tried in the Philippines, and probably even the world. A program format which unites the latest and the greatest in a perfect mix. Our chairman, Ramon R.J. Jacinto, dreamed of this format some 20 years ago, but the technology was not yet available to implement it. Today, the same passion burns, fueling the same crusading spirit.
Good evening to all of you. That was my first composition, and that was called Weightless. And I was 15 years old when I wrote that. I didn't know much about music, but it became a hit. And I'd like to thank all of you for coming tonight. DZRJ is 40 years old. It's hard to imagine. All right, let's rock and roll.
Necesito una boca de gracia, una cosita, arriba y arriba, arriba y arriba, por ti seré, ti seré, ti seré. Everybody. capitán, soy capitán, capitán. Everybody. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Necesito una boca de gracia. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, capitán. Everybody. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for one of the greatest band acts of our time, Pido and Take One.
Hello, everybody. So lately, been wondering who will be there to take my place. And I'm gone, need love tonight. The shadows on your face. If the great wave shall fall and follow on us all, in between the sand and stone, can you make it on your own? If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go. Where you cry, go down low. I'll go wherever you will go. Baby, find out a way to make it back someday. To watch you, guide you through the darkest of your days. If the great wave shall fall and fall upon us all, then now there's someone out there who can bring me back to you. If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go. Where you cry or down low, I'll go wherever you will go. Run away with my love, run away with my hope, run away with my love. Go down, just right out. Life and love might still go on. Where you are and you're mine, I'll stay with you for all that time. If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go. Where you fly or down low, I'll go wherever you will go. If I could. very much.
DZRJ takes pride in introducing new acts. In the 1970s, we introduced acts like the Juan de la Cruz Band, Pepe Smith, and Sampaguita. And later on tonight, they will be performing for you, so you'll be seeing them coming up. During the 1980s, our next band rocked the music scene. Well, with time, the Rage Band has just gotten better and better, and they are here tonight to knock you out of your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Rage Band!
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Come on!
Police
You can say that again, Rage Band. DZRJ built this city on rock and roll back in 1963. And connecting the 80s once more. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Louie Heredia.
Marami ang nagsasabi di tayo bagay dahil magkaiba raw ang ating kulay. Sa'kin ay walang halaga maging sino ka man, basta't tayong dalawa'y nagmamahalan. Aanhin pa ang karangyaan sa mundong ito kung salat sa ligaya ang buhay ko. Ang pangarap lamang ng aking puso ay isang wagas at tunay na pagsuyo. Ako ay para sa iyo, ikaw ay para sa akin. Walang makakahadlang sa pag-ibig natin. Ako ay para sa iyo, ikaw ay para sa akin. Iisa ang ating damdamin. Dasal sa bawat sandali, sana'y laging makapiling ka. Pag-ibig ko'y aking padarama, pagkat mahal kita. Oras-oras ang tanging hanap ay ikaw sinta. Pinakamamahal sa aking puso ay pinakamamahal kita. Ang nadaramang pag-ibig ay tanging sa'yo, iyong iyo mula sa puso ko. Iibigin ka't pagkaasahan mo. I hope you guys remember this one. Bakit kaya ganon ang siyang nadarama? Sa bawat sandali, hanap ka ng aking mata. Join me, ha? Hanap kay ikaw na nga sa aking puso ang ligaya. Dahil sa'yo, ako'y wala nang hahanapin pa. Come on, everybody, join me, come on! Ikaw, pag-ibig ko, ang tawag ng damdamin. Ang mabuhay nang wala ka ay hindi sapat, dahil kailangan ko ay laging ikaw na sa tuwina'y natatanaw. Sa aking puso'y may tinatangi ang nag-iisa kayo. Alam mo lang ang hirap na dinaranas ko, damdaming di mapigil umiibig sa'yo. Puso mo'y di na maangkin, mayroon ka nang mahal. Alam mo lang sa bawat oras ng buhay ko, wala nang sandaling hindi inukol sa inyo. Narito't umiibig sana ko. Magandang gabi po. RJ, happy 40th!
Louie Heredia. And now, the lovely lady, the lovely Miss Leah Navarro.
Sabay-sabay tayo kumanta, ha? Kumusta na kayo? Ngayon'y mundo'y gulong-gulo at lahat tayo'y litong-lito. Pag-ibig sa kapwa-tao, sa daigdig dapat ituro. Kung bawat puso ay marunong magmahal, kapayapaan, kasiyahan, tiyak na makakamtan. Lahat tayo'y pantay-pantay sa biyaya ng may kapal. Lahat sana'y akbay-akbay, handang tumulong kanino man. Kung bawat tao ay marunong magmahal, anumang kulay o salita, tiyak makikiisa. Sabay-sabay naman! Je t'aime, te amo, I love you. Ayan! Watashi wa anata o aishitemasu. Ich liebe dich, iniibig kita, Kwaidi. Paano man sabihin, ang muto'y turuan natin, tanging lunas ang pag-ibig. Put your hands in the air, ganyan. Je t'aime, te amo, I love you. Yes! Watashi wa anata aishitemasu. Ganyan! Iniibig kita, Kwaidi. Paano man sabihin, ang muto'y turuan natin, tanging lunas ang pag-ibig. Both hands! Both hands! Je t'aime, te amo, yan, I love you. Watashi wa anata aishitemasu. Ich liebe dich, iniibig kita, Kwaidi. Yan! Paano man sabihin, ang muto'y turuan. Ano bang ginagawa ninyo? Tanging lunas ang pag-ibig. Isang mundo, isang awit, isang sigaw, pag-ibig.
Ladies and gentlemen, Leah Navarro. Here's another lovely lady, Miss Jeanette Basco.
You took my hand and eased my mind.
confused and didn't know what to do. I almost gave up, but you gave me hope. You made me strong as the days went on. You made me live again. Sing along with me, please. I was lost in the dark with my lonely broken heart. Then you came along, you took me home and made me your own. Thank you. You were always there to lend a helping hand when good friends were hard to find. made me live again. I was lost in the dark with my lonely broken heart. Then you came along, you took me home and made me your own. Now look at me, yes, a different me, back on my feet again. I'm not afraid to face the world again, 'cause you taught me how to be strong. You made me live again. You made me live
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say good evening and congratulations to DZRJ and the RJ family. Right now, I would like to sing a beautiful song written by one of the most prolific songwriters the Philippines has ever produced. I call him Mr. Songwriter. This is Jose Marichan's Please Be Careful With My Heart.
Tell me, please be careful with my heart. You can take it, just don't break it, or my world will fall apart. You are my first romance, and I'm willing to take the chance that till life is through, I still be loving you. I will be true to you. Just a promise from you will do. From the very start, please be careful with my heart.
I'll be always true for the one that I want to see. Love has heard some softly spoken, and now you held my heart like broken. I've been burned and I've been hurt before. I know just how you feel. Trust my love is real for you. I'll be gentle with your heart. I'll caress it like the morning dew. I'll be right beside you forever. I will lay on your from the very start, I'll be careful with your heart.
You are my first romance, and I'm willing to take a chance that till life is through, I'll still be loving you. I will be true to you.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, tonight we're celebrating 40 years of RJ's latest and the greatest. And I would like to take you on a musical journey. Let's start with 1967, my first recording.
Love has to cry, but need not die. Heart has to sigh, the test of time. We're at the afterglow. Though we both do know how far we are from that dawn. The second golden dawn, when love is true, still I'll wait for a second dawn. Love's golden dawn and
you. Then we go to 1968.
Deep in my heart, I know that deep in your heart, you know that we were meant for each other, and deep within your heart, and deep within my heart, yes, we will love each other forever.
In 1969, my girlfriend, who was very dear to me, had to leave and went to Japan, and she had to work there as a missionary with the Assumption School. And it really broke my heart. I was devastated. I couldn't concentrate on my work. So one day I decided to sit down and compose a song to express the heavy feeling of emptiness in my heart. I recorded that song in a small cassette and I sent it to her in Japan. She must have liked that song because the next year she became my wife. This was the song.
I look out and I see the rain as it falls on my window pane, and the music that's in my heart is the same sad refrain. Memories of you follow everywhere I go, down the high and byways of my days. Music of your laughter fills my every dream like a love song from long ago. Never-ending streams of faces come and go, million different people all around. No use searching, for I'll never find you there, for you are far beyond compare.
for you are far beyond compare.
I got married in 1970, and I told my parents, yes, I was going to retire from singing, I was going to retire from recording. Then in 1973, I got a call from the late Oscar Salazar, who was working for Billboard magazine, and he called me and told me that there was a song competition in Japan, and if I would be interested to send an entry. So I did, and a few weeks later, I got the good news that the song made it to the finals in the World Popular Song Festival in Japan. And after 4 years of being absent from recording, I was nervous. I sang in front of 10,000 people at the Nippon Budokan Hall. The song did not win any of the grand prizes, but when I came back, it became a major hit for me here. Here's that song, Maestro.
Maybe then we could go for a ride, drive down to the countryside, get away from this gray and frenzied early bird of the city life. Early yet to say what lies ahead, it's the first day of the rest of our lives. Can we just stop and talk a while, get to know each other? Who are we to know? Love could be waiting at the end, round that bend, and so let's stop and talk a while. 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 Let's stop and talk a while.
You wouldn't believe this, but RJ and I never met until after the revolution. You see, he was in exile. He went to Hawaii, and at that time I was working in New York. We spoke on the phone, I think once or twice, but we never really met until after the revolution. But then we became good friends. We became like we had known each other for many years. But I've always admired RJ. He has the resiliency of a bamboo, and he has the energy of Elvis Presley. I mean, can you imagine? He sings every week. He's already a lolo many times over. Yeah, but RJ, my goodness, he is resilient and he's a true rocker. But he told me that the first song that attracted him to rock and roll was Little Richard's Long Tall Sally. And you know, I told him that's a coincidence. But when I first heard that song, gotta tell Aunt Mary about Uncle John, I said I was hooked to rock and roll, except that I didn't have the power of a rocker. And so I stick to mellow songs. Like this song now from 1978, Maestro.
I can't let you pass me by, I just can't let you go. But I know that I am much too shy to let you know. Afraid that I might say the wrong words and displease you. Afraid for love to fade before it can come true. I can't let you pass me by, I just can't let you go. So let me say the things and say the words to let you know. I would rather say the awkward words than lose you, or for love to fade before it can come true. Tell me your name, I must know, won't you tell me your name? I'm not insane, just frightened that you might go. Don't go, please stay beside me. Just wait until I can tell you all my schemes, chasing rainbows, spinning dreams. Tell me please your name. Tell me your name. I must know. Tell me your name. I'm not insane, just frightened that you might go. Don't go, please stay beside me. Just wait until I can tell you all my schemes, chasing rainbows, spinning dreams. Tell me please your name. Tell me.
Thank you very much. Anyway, the year now is 1990, and this was my diamond record hit. Maestro.
Beautiful girl, I'm searching for you. Till all in my arms come true. You've made me love again after a long, long while in love again. And I'm glad that it's you. Beautiful girl.
Thank you. For my last song tonight, I would like to wish RJ 40 more years. RJ playing the latest and the greatest. He's one of the few stations that has always championed OPM, original Filipino music. Mabuhay ka, Ramon. 40 more years. All the best to you. Go.
Dreaming of love while cruising at high altitude. Dreaming of making love with you the way we should. Closer to heaven, we're 30,000 feet up in the sky. Here among the stars, our spirit will fly. Leave all your worries as we soar over the clouds. With jet love, let's make it here while we're far from the crowd. While we're suspended, locked in each other's sweet embrace, there'll be shooting stars through time and space. Closer to heaven, we're 30,000 feet up in the sky. Here your spirit will fly. Leave all your worries as we soar over the clouds. The jet love, let's make it here while we're far from the crowd. While we're suspended, locked in each other's sweet embrace, there'll be shooting stars through time and space.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Songwriter himself, Jose Marichan. When it comes to Pinoy rap and novelty, this next guy started with no recording outfit to produce him other than RJ Records and Viva, who distributed his single. Tonight, we take pride in discovering talents which make a mark in Pinoy music industry. Friends, let's welcome on center stage, Andrew E.
Yo, created 12 years ago, but I'm gonna do it for the very first time right here in Araneta Coliseum now. And what you wanna do is everybody raise your hand up in the air like this. Everybody now. Here we go if you know this song. Kung gusto mong lumigaya ang iyong buhay, umarap ka ng pangit at ibigin mong tunay. Isang pangit na talagang di mo matanggap, at wag ang lalaki na iyong pangarap. Ngunit kung bakit ko sinabi to'y simple lang, pagkabagagan ng lalaki ay naglalaro lang ng iyong oras, pagod, hirap at salapi. Ngunit handa-handang iwanan ka naman sa sandali na ikaw ay wala nang ibigay. Humanap ka ng pangit at ibigin mong tunay. Kung hindi, sige ka, puso mo'y mabibiyak. Mawalay man ang pangit, hindi ka iiyak. Clap your hands everybody. Yo, clap your hands everybody. Yo, clap your hands everybody. Let me hear you say ho. Just clap your hands everybody. Yo, clap your hands everybody. Yo, clap your hands everybody. Let me hear you say ho. Isang bakit na lalaki na mahirap pagtingin. Mangaliwa ka man, sige lang, andyan pa rin pagkat ikaw talagang kanyang pag-aari. Pag-isipan kang iwanan, di na maaari. At kung malingat ka man, huwag mag-alala. Sigurado ka na ba walang makikipagkilala. Kasama mo siya, di bali ng katakutan. Okay lang kung ikaw na may paglilingkuran. Kaya para lumigaya ang iyong buhay, humarap ka ng pangit at ibigin mong tunay. Kung hindi, sige ka, puso mo'y mabibiyak. Mawalay man ang pangit, hindi ka iiyak. Come on, clap your hands everybody. Clap your hands everybody. Clap your hands everybody. Let me hear you say hey, hey, ho. Yo, clap your hands everybody. Now clap your hands everybody. Now clap your hands everybody. Let me hear you say hey, hey, ho. Now, andito ako ngayon, Araneta Coliseum ngayon. At kung sakali to the break of dawn, mamaya kakain ng pansit canton. Pero okay lang, sasabihin sa inyo, natutuwa ako, 40 years na to. RJ, Ramon Jacinto, in the place to be. Ang kinautangan ko ng loob from way back 1991, ako'y lumabas. Viva RJ, in the place to be. No more delay. My name is Andrew E. At kung sakali man narinig ninyo at napakinggan ang sinabi ko, sino pinakamaingay? May sombrero. Yo, clap your hands everybody. Everybody just clap your hands. And if you're ready to play with Andrew E, let me hear you say hey, hey, ho. Say hey, hey, ho. Say hey, hey, ho. Ito na ba ang pinakamaingay dito sa lugar nito? Ito na ba? Ito na ba? Come on. Let me hear you say hey, hey, ho. Say hey, hey, ho. I say hey, hey, ho. Mas maingay pa sila sa inyo? I say hey, hey, ho. Say hey, hey, ho. Sa inyo ang sombrero na to, let me hear you say ho! Mukhang dito pinakamaingay. Mukhang dito pinakamaingay. Mukhang dito pinakamaingay. Let me hear you say ho! Ikaw ang pinakamagandang babae sa balat ng lupa. Ikaw ang pinakamagandang babae sa buhay ko. Break it down! Kayo ang pinakamagandang audience sa buhay ko. Thank you very much. Happy 40th anniversary. RJ, thank you so much. Peace and love. Thank you!
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew E. Okay, this next group was also discovered by RJ Records to sing for us their platinum hit, Miss Na Miss Kita. Please welcome Father and Sons.
Okay. Thank you.
Father and Son's late.
We now turn you over to Mr. Bob Magoo.
Good evening, everyone. Nakilala ko ang Asin noong 1978 nung nag-MC ako sa konsyerto nila sa Baguio. Mula noon, naging bahagi rin ako ng kanilang masaya, balungkot, patrip-trip, mapait, makulay, at matagumpay na buhay ng grupong Asin. Noong pa sinusukan na nila ang gulo sa Mindanao, inunahan pa nila ang DENR sa environment consciousness. Asin was Mike Piliora, Cesar Banyares, Pendong Aban, and Lolita Carbon. Mike has since left the group and lives in Boracay. Si Cesar naman ay lumipad na, nagbiyaheng langit, dala-dala pa yung kanyang gitara. At ngayon, 2003 ay nag-birthday din sila katulad ng RJ. 25 years old na sila sa musikang katutubo ng Asin. Si Pendong at si Lolita ay sumisigaw pa at sumisipa. Sariling atin, Asin!
Napapansin sa iyong mga kapaligiran, kay dumi na ng hangin, pati na ang mga ilog natin. Hindi na masama ang pagpunta at malayo-layo na rin ang ating narating. Ngunit masdan mo ang tubig sa dagat, dati kulay asul, ngayon'y naging itim. Ang maruming ating ikinakat sa langit, huwag na natin paabutin. Upang kung tayo pumanaw ng sariwang hangin, sa langit natin matitikman. Ngayon lang akong hinihiling, sa aking pagpanaw sana ay tag-ulan. Gitara ko ay aking dadalhin upang sa ulap na lang tayo magkantahan. Ang mga bata ngayon lang isinilang, may hangin ba kayang matitikman? May mga puno pa kaya silang aakyatin? May mga ilog ba kayang lalanguyan? Bakit di natin pag-isipan ang nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran? Hindi nga masama ang pag-unlad kung hindi nakakasira ng kalikasan. Darating ang panahon, mga ibong dala ay wala na madadapuan. Masdan mo ang mga punong dati ay kay tatag, ngayon'y namamatay dahil sa ating kalokohan. Lahat ng bagay na narito sa lupa, biyayang galing sa Diyos kahit nung ika'y wala pa. Ingatan natin na huwag nang sirain pa, pagkat pag kanyang pinawi ay mawawala na. hinihiling sa aking pagpanaw, sana ay tag-ulan. Gitara ko ay aking dadalhin upang sa ulap na lang tayo magkantaan. Maraming salamat po at congratulations sa RJ sa kanilang 40th anniversary. Katulad din po ng RJ, after 25 years, tuloy pa rin ang awit, tuloy pa rin ang pagsusulat. Maalat na maalat pa rin po ang mga awitin namin. Thank you very much.
Sinilang sa isang bayan ng Cotabato, kasing gulo ng tao, kasing gulo ng mundo. Dahil di magkasundo sa relihiyon at prinsipyo, nagkagulo. Ang bayan ko sa Cotabato, kasing gulo ng isip ko. Di alam saan nanggaling, di alam saan patungo. Kapatid sa kapatid, laman sa laman, sila-silang naglalaban. Di ko alam ang dahilan ng gulo.
Bakit nagkaganon ang sagot sa tanong ko? Bakit kayo nag-away? Bakit kayo nagkagulo? Prinsipyo mo'y igagalang ko kung ako iyong nirespeto. Kung nagtulungan kayo, di sana magulo ang bayan ko. Sa bayan kong sinilangan sa timog Cotabato, ako ay namulan sa napakalaking gulo. Dahil walang respeto sa prinsipyo ng kapwa-tao, kapwa Pilipino ay pinapahirapan mo.
Ako'y nananawagan, humihingi ng tulong nyo. Kapayapa'y bigyan natin ng daan, kapayapaan sa bayan ko. Bakit kailangan pang maglaban? Magkapatid kayo sa dugo. Kailan kayo magkakasundo? Kapayapa'y kailan matatamo ng bayan ko?
Ako'y may maitutulong, tutulong ng buong puso. Gitara ko'y aking inaalay, kung magkagulo'y gamitin mo. Kung ang kalaban ay walang puso, puso na rin ang gamitin mo. Ituring mong siya'y kaibigan, isipin mong siya'y may puso rin katulad mo. Sa bayan kong sinilangan, sa timog ang gulo.
Maraming salamat!
Good evening po sa inyong lahat. I'm Eddie Mercado. I hope po nag-enjoy kayo. This is a great anniversary celebration. I would like to introduce to you a great lady who started as a disc jockey when she was 18 years old. Of course, it was not her calling to be a disc jockey. She was meant to do greater things. It is on this same stage, in this same Coliseum, where she got her permanent title of Asia's Queen of Songs, Miss Pilita Corales.
The day you came along with your songs, my heart began to sing, dear. A million thanks to you, my love. Dearest one, I owe my life to you. You make my dreams come true. A million thanks to you. All the days I spent without a song, my heart began to sing the day you came along. Dearest one, a million thanks to you for all this happiness I never knew before. The day you came along with your songs, my heart began to sing, dear. A million thanks to you, my
Haba ng ending. Thank you very much. Alam ko you're all very surprised to see na ako ay maganda pa rin at sexy. Salamat sa palakpakan ninyo. Thank you very much. You're very kind. And I want to thank Eddie Mercado na nagpunta lang sa dito to introduce me. And nagpasalamat din ako kay RJ because this is the first time he invited me. So you have so many wonderful artists that are going to be singing for you. In the meantime, this is for all of you. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
I realize you're seeing someone new. I don't believe she knows you like I do. Your temperamental mood aside, the one you always try to hide from me. But I know that you have something on your mind. You've been trying to tell me for the longest time. But before you break my heart in two, there's something I've been dying to say to you. But the words got in the way. There's so much I'd like to say, but it's locked deep inside. And if you look in my eyes, we might fall in love again. I won't even start to cry, and before we say goodbye, I want to say I love you, but the words got in the way. Your heart has always been an open door, but baby, I don't think I know you anymore. And despite the fact you're hurting me, I know the time has come to set you free. But the words got in the way. There's so much I'd like to say, but it's locked deep inside. And if you look in my eyes, we might fall in love again. I won't even start to cry, but before we say goodbye, I like to say I love you, but the words got in the way. I want to say I love you, but the words got in the way. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Asia's Queen of Songs, Pilita Corales. Folks, are you ready to get down for ages?
Happy 40th anniversary, Ajay! Akala ko ikaw ay akin, totoo sa aking paningin. Ngunit nang ikaw ay yakapin, naglalaho sa hiling. Ninais kong mapalapit sa'yo, ninais kong malaman mo ang mga paghihirap ko, baliwala lang sa'yo. Ikaw ay aking minahal, kasama ko ang may kapaluhan. Ako pala'y naging sangha, naghahangar ang isang katulad mo. Hindi ka makailangan, umalis ka na sa aking harapan. Damdamin ko sa'yo ngayon ay naglaho na. At ito ay kanan, ako'y masyadong nasaktan. Pag-ibig ang pagsuyo na kahit sa luha, mababayaran mo. Tingnan niyo ang katotohanan na kahit pare-pareho lamang, may damdamin din nasasaktan at puso mo nasaan. Ikaw ay aking minahal, kasama ko ang may kapaluhan. Ako pala'y naging sangha, naghahangar isang katulad mo. Hindi ko na kailangan, umalis ka na sa aking harapan. Damdamin ko sa'yo ngayon ay naglaho na.
And, well, you know, back in the 60s, there was a groovy show called the 19ers, and there was this cages where a lot of girls were dancing, right? And one of those girls was named Tessie Santos. Later on in the 70s, she would go on to become known as the queen of Pinoy rock. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of our very own and homegrown artists, the one and only Sagittita.
Say na mawala ka, ang say ko lang ay mapaboga ka. Stop ka na sa pabulusa, kahit ka lang sa problema. Di ko trip ang magpasabog, hey lahi ko ang matulog. Di ko ang umiksena, ito ay sobrapita. Huwag kasi na lang kumatre, lang ng tao. Kasing-sing ka lang para ikaw ay sumaya. Hit me! Alright! Come on, guitar, be there. You can dance if you want to. Say na mawala ka, ang say ko lang ay mabonga ka. Stop ka na sa pagrusa, right ka lang sa problema. Panahon na magsaya, forget mo na ang problema. Padandan para sumigla, rock and roll hanggang umaga. Huwag mo tayo pang mag-cry-cry, ko ay todo bigay. Kaya join na lang tayo, let's all just have a good time. Kaya join na lang tayo, let's all just have a good time. Kaya join na lang tayo, let's all just have a good time. Alright everybody, let's all just have a good time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sarap mag-rock and roll talaga. And this next song that I'm gonna sing is a song for the walang pakialam na tao. You do what you want, say what you want, but as long as it's coming from your heart and it's true, this one's for you. Nosi Balasi. Sayawan na! Get your hands together, everybody. Wake up! Yeah! Yes! Yes, yes! Come on, higher! Huwag mong pansinin ang naniriran sa'yo. Basta't alam mo lang sing your heart out. Sino ba sila? No si Palasi. Sino ba sila? Get back. Tuloy mo lang, gawin ang gusto mo. Walang mangyayari kung sila'y papansinin mo. Talagang ganyan, huwag mo lang patulan. Wala lang magawa kaya sila'y nagkakaganyan. No si Palasi. Sing your heart out. Sino ba sila? No si Palasi. Sino ba sila? Cowboy on lead guitar. Sila. Hey! No, sino si Palasi? Sino ba sila? No si Palasi. Sino ba sila? Hey! Thank you. Marami pong salamat. Thank you very much, RJ. Thank you. God bless. Maraming salamat.
We got everybody here tonight. Mamas and the papas and the kids. The kids are all right, and everybody's all right. RJ and Joey's all right. And they're going to get together and they're going to rock and roll right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Smith and Ramon RJ Jacinto.
At walang kasama. At di ko makikita ang ating pag-asa. Ang ibig
ako'y may kaibigan at siya'y nahihirapan. Handa na ba kayong lahat upang siya'y tulungan? Ang ibig natin, ang inyong awitin, upang tayo'y magsama-sama sa langit ng pag-asa. Ibig natin, inyong awitin, ibig natin, yung awitin, ibig natin, yung awitin, ang ibig natin, inyong awitin. Come on, Ramon! Tayong lahat ay magkakapatid. Dapat lang na magmahalan. Tignan mo ang katabi mo, tignan mo ang sarili mo. Di ba tayo pare-pareho? Ang ibig natin, ang inyong awitin, upang tayo'y magsama-sama sa langit ng pag-asa. Ibig natin, yung awitin, ibig natin, yung awitin, inyong mahalin, inyong ibigin, mahalin, inyong awitin, inyong sayawin, inyong tangkilikin, ibig natin.
Now, back in 1962, DZRJ was airing one of the biggest hits of the popular instrumental band. They called themselves the Electromaniacs. That tune was called Lover's Guitar. And here to give you a taste of that sound again, on stage, please welcome the lead guitarist of the Electromaniacs, Ernie Delgado.
So now we take you back to the 70s, the time of John Travolta, the Bee Gees, and here in the Philippines, we have Boyfriends. Welcome them, please, for RJ 100.
alala nang ako'y bigyan mo ng pag-asa. Lagi kang nasa isipan ko, araw-araw ang pananabik ko. Makamdan ko ang pag-ibig mo. Tunay kitang mahal, walang iba sinta. Di mo ba nadarama ito? Araw-araw, araw-araw, ala-ala ang pag-asa. Araw-araw, araw-araw, ala-ala ang pag-asa. Araw-araw sa isipan ko, nang matanggap ang iyong kasagutan, ang buhay ko ay naging makulay. Dahil sa pag-ibig mong tapat, araw-araw ang pananabik ko. Makamtan ko ang pag-ibig mo. Tunay kitang mahal, walang iba sinta. Di mo ba nadarama ito? Araw-araw, araw-araw, ala-ala ang pag-asa. Araw-araw, araw-araw, ala-ala ang pag-asa. Araw-araw sa isipan ko. Tunay kitang mahal, walang iba sinta. Di mo ba nadarama ito? Araw-araw, araw-araw, ala-ala ang pag-asa. Araw-araw, araw-araw, ala-ala ang pag-asa. Araw-araw sa isipan ko. Araw-araw, araw-araw, ala-ala ang pag-asa. 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 Araw-araw sa isipan ko.
Thank you so much, and good evening. And of course, we'd like to thank RJ for this great show. And of course, happy 40th anniversary. And for our next song, one of the most important songs of the boyfriends that we'd like to share with you tonight, to RJ and to all of you. Let's hear it.
Ano man ang sabihin nila, ika'y patuloy kong mamahalin. Maging sino kan man, di na magbabago ang pag-ibig ko. Dahil minamahal kita, walang makakapigil sa aking damdamin. Upang ikaw ay ibigin ko ng lubos, sasambahin lagi dahil mahal kita. Lahat ng bagay ay aking matatanan. sing it! At dahil mahal kita, handa akong magparaya. Kahit katumbas, nito'y kasawian. Dahil mahal kita, sa'yo lamang liligaya. At di na muling iibig pa. Ano man ang sabihin nila, ika'y patuloy kong mamahalin. Maging sino ka man, di na magbabago ang pag-ibig ko. Dahil minamahal kita, walang makakapigil sa aking damdamin. Upang ikaw ay ibigin ko ng lubos, sasambahin lagi dahil mahal kita. Lahat ng bagay ay aking matatanggap. At dahil mahal kita, handa akong magparaya. Kahit katumbas, nito'y kasawian. Dahil mahal kita, sa'yo lamang liligaya. At di na muling iibig pa. At dahil mahal kita, handa akong magparaya. Kahit katumbas, nito'y kasawian. Dahil mahal kita, sa'yo lamang liligaya. At di na muling iibig pa. At dahil mahal kita, handa akong magparaya. Kahit katumbas, nito'y kasawian. Dahil mahal kita, sa'yo lamang liligaya. At di na muling iibig pa.
As we go on with the show tonight, and I hope you're enjoying it, we would like to go back in time again. In the 70s, there was a band called the Circus Band. And I hope you guys remember that band, because I do very well. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to carry on with the show, two of the lovely ladies of Circus Band, Jackie Magno and Pat Castillo.
Congratulations, DZRJ 40th year.
Wanting you the way I do, I only wanna be with you. I will go to the ends of the earth, 'cause darling, to me that's what you were.
Where you lead, I will follow. Anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. When you're down on the road, feeling lonely and so cold, all you gotta do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train. Where you lead, I will follow. Anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead.
I always wanted a real home, with flowers on the windowsill.
If you wanna live in New York City, oh honey, you know I will. Yes I will, yes I will. I never thought I would get satisfaction from just one man. Anyone can make me happy. You're the one who can. When you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be
Matt Castillo and Jackie Magoo, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations.
And now, from the 60s, the Moonstrucks.
But you can go on, you can go on, your hope is gone, and your life is filled with much confusion, much happiness is just an illusion, and the world around is crumbling down, darling, come on girl.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, there have been many members of Hot Dog, like Ella De Rosario, who's now in the States, Cynthia Patag, Shasha Padilla, who is now a very successful singer and also a movie star. Lori Ilustre is a great arranger, and also he has a recording studio. Jess Garcia, who is an original member. The heart and soul, or the moving force of Hot Dog, Rene Garcia, is still around. And he is, like DZRJ, very, very resilient. In fact, he has traveled all over the world entertaining people. Lots of hits, from Ikaw ang Miss Universe ng Buhay Ko, First Love, Bitin Sayo, Manila, Ani Batong Bakal, Bongga Kaday, etc., etc., etc. And so, this group, Hot Dog, is so popular, they are so fabulous, that it has spanned, like DZRJ, through the decades. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce tonight a group that I've known for over 3 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, Rene Garcia on the front, Hot Dog!
Maraming beses na kita niliyasan, iniwanan at ibang pinuntahan. Parang babaeng ang hirap talagang malimutan. Ikaw lamang ang aking laging binabalikan. Your turn. Come on, come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Manila, Manila, I keep coming back to Manila. There ain't no place like Manila. Manila, I'm coming home. I'm home. I walk streets of San Francisco. I've got a ranch in Disneyland. Dated a million girls in Sydney. Somehow I feel like I don't belong here. Hina kita Manila. Ang ingay mo kay sarap sa tinga. Mga jeepney mo nagnini para mga babae may kagandahan. Take me back in the arms, Manila. Promise me you'll never let go. Promise me you'll never let go. Manila, Manila, I keep coming back to Manila. There ain't no place like Manila. Manila, I'm coming home. Here we go. lagi menentuk Sampai pergi salah pakai kunci Sampai kembali terbilang kali Bangga kedai Bangga kedai Cikiran, cikiran Asal kedai Bangga kedai Bangga kedai Cikiran, cikiran We all have to put your hands together, come on man Ow! We love ya! Bangga kedai Ow! Cikiran, cikiran Asal kedai Bangga kedai Bangga kedai Cikiran, cikiran Kita asal kedai Hey! Bangga kedai Bangga kedai Cikiran, cikiran Kita asal kedai
Thank you very much, Hot Dog. My name is Sleepy John, and tonight let's welcome back on stage the man of the hour. Center stage for RJ and friends.
Thank you. This is Jimmy Colaiko, an original Riot. He's the only Riot left in the Philippines. The other one is in LA, and my drummer, Bernie Evangelista, passed away in 1995. So I had to have him here tonight because, you know, he's a finance man now, but I convinced him to do the rhythm guitar. A big hand for Jimmy Colaiko. Are you enjoying so far? You know, it's hard to have a very fast pace because there's so many performers, but here is somebody you're gonna enjoy. You know, she comes onto you as a comedian, but she is really a very fine singer. I really admire the way she sings. I'd like to call on Mitch Valdes.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All of my friends, all the respect, just a little bit. Hey, baby, when you get home, mister, ain't gonna do you wrong while you're gone. Ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All of my friends, all the respect, just a little bit. Hey, baby, when you get home, mister, ooh, I'm about to give you all my money. And guess what, honey? All I'm asking is give me my number when you get home. Oh, baby, when you get home. Ooh, your kisses, sweet and honey. Oh, baby, so is my honey. All I want you to do for me is give it to me baby, when you get home. Mister R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T, take care, P-C-B.
Okay, at this point, I'd like to call on the Elvises of the Philippines. Let's welcome Edgar and Boy.
Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. Way down at the end of the lonely street, that's heartbreak could tell. Well, I'll be, my baby, I'm lonely, baby. Well, I'm so lonely. Well, I'm lonely, I'll cry. Although it's always crowded, you still find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry in the blues. My baby's so lonely, baby. Well, I'm so lonely. Oh, baby, I'm lonely. How could I?
Ordered to a party in a county jail. Piece of band was there, they began to wail. Band were jumping and the jump began to swing. Should have heard a rocked out jailbird sing, let's rock. Go, baby! Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on sample rock, dancing to the jail on the rock. Spider-Man played it on the saxophone. Little Joe was blowing on the side trombone. The drummer Bob Magoo on the crash boom band. The whole rhythm section was a purple gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on sample rock, dancing to the jail on the rock. Rock, rock.
Well, that was just a lie. Well, I said she was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never correct. You ain't no friend of. You ain't
ain't nothing but a hound dog, rocking all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, rocking all the time. Well, you ain't never quite right. You ain't no friend of mine.
One for the money, two for the show. Three to get ready. Now go, cat, go. Don't step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything when they hover my blue suede shoes.
Well, I can get my hands, stand in my car, to win my leg to rub all over the yard, and do anything that you wanna do. But I'm lay home when I'm single, don't feel. Stand on my blue suede shoe. Oh yeah, he can do anything, but if I'm on my blue suede shoe, don't hate that.
Well, you can burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you wanna do, but I'll lay hold for my shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Yeah. Well, you can do anything, but lay hold for my blue suede shoes. Well, blue suede shoe, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything, but lay hold for my blue suede shoes.
Woo! Edgar Opina and Boy Sanchez. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you
Thank you very much. Mabalos.
Someone we've been waiting for. Here is Jaya.
Happy anniversary, RJ!
Thank you, Jaya.
Tito RJ. Siyempre kailangan bagets. RJ.
Okay, okay.
So nice to be part of this event. And right now, since everybody's going with the Elvis thing and the 60s thing, I'd like to do a little bit of 70s. Is that okay with y'all people? Are you guys ready to party with me? Let me hear you say, hell yeah! Okay, give me some of that 70s stuff. Doesn't take much to make me happy and to make me smile with me. Never will I feel discouraged, 'cause our love's no mystery. Demonstrating love and affection that you give so openly. Yeah. I like the way you make me feel about you, baby. Want the whole wide world to see.
take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me? Woo! Shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it. Shake your groove thing, shake your groove thing, yeah, yeah. Show 'em how to do it now. Shake your groove thing, shake your groove thing, yeah, yeah. Show 'em how to do it now, show 'em how to do it now. Let's show the world we can dance. That enough to strut that stuff out. The music gives us a chance. We do more out on the floor. Groove and lose, on heart to heart. We put emotions every single part. Funky sound, 1, 2, 1. We both been talking, having us a ball, yeah. Shake a groove and shake a groove, yeah. Show 'em how to do it now. Shake a groove and shake a groove, yeah, yeah. Show 'em how to do it now. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby, yeah. Show 'em how to do it now. Shake a groove and shake a groove, yeah, yeah. Show 'em how to do it now. Show 'em how to do it now. Show 'em how to do it now. Oh, remember this song? Let me see y'all stand up, come on. It's 12:30 in the morning. It's time to party, people. It's Saturday night. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds. Remember how the stars go the nights away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced through the night. Remember how the stars go the nights away. Money, yeah, 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 yeah. Money, yeah, 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 yeah. Money, never was a cloudy day. Yeah. Party to party, party to party to party to party, party to party to party to party to party to, yeah. Oh, party to party, party to party to party, yeah. Party on, say do you remember? Party on, dancing in September. Party on, never was a cloudy
Wow!
Thank you, everybody. Good night and God bless you. Happy anniversary, sir.
Isn't she amazing? You know where she got her genes, her talent? From her mother, Elizabeth Ramsey!
Ay, 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 ay. Shh. Teka, teka. Wow! Ano ba ito? Teka, sandali. Mga kaibigan, siya king naman ito. Hindi pa ako nakababa, bumira na kayo.
Oh, sige, sorry.
Teka, Abay, my goodness.
Eh,
Mahina ang kalaban.
Hindi, parang pagtawag mo sa cellphone, pag pindot mo, nandun ka agad. Mabilis.
Yan. Mabilis ang dating. Mahina naman ang bayaran. Biro lang yan, biro lang. Mga kaibigan, alam mo, donation lang itong akin dahil sa, ito, para pa ito nung araw. Nung araw pa ito, nung sa panahon namin. Sa opera house, uy, magandang gabi kayo dyan, ha? Huwag kayo masyadong mag-expect sa akin. Yun naman, I'm only, ilan na ba ako ngayon? Kuha na, 17. Hindi, bahala kayo kung baliktarin nyo, di mas maayos. Hana, bira! Well, Saturday night, I just got paid. Told about money, don't try to save. My honey says, go how the time got. It's Saturday night, baby, I'm better by the phone, baby. Come on, shake it up. Come on, rev it. Come on, shake it up. Come on, rev it up. It's Saturday night. Going to the party, won't be late. Gonna pick you out in my E-Day. Take you down the Union Hole. Come on, honey, honey, how's that go? Come on, rev it up. Come on, shake it up. Come on, rev it up. Come on, shake it up. Come on, rev it up. It's Saturday night. Shake it out. Good girl, Miss Molly. She'll like a bow. Good girl, Miss Molly. She'll like a bow. But when you're rocking and rolling, we gonna have a bow. From the early morning till the early night, Miss Molly gonna have to grow that line. Good girl, Miss Molly. She'll like a bow. When you're rocking and rolling, Miss Molly gonna go shake it out.
the queen of rock and roll.
Thank you!
You want more? Mataas ang bayad dito.
Background na lang. Hindi. Ano? Nako.
More daw eh.
High blood na ako dyan. Sige.
Bale, maraming doktor dito.
Sige.
Okay, ano?
Walang hiya ka. Sige. Hala.
Palakpakan natin ulit sa Elizabeth Ramsey.
Wow! Wow! Walang hiya ka, ha? Pag may mangyari sa akin lang, sige, Bira.
Clap your hands to the beat, please. Let's do the blues, baby.
Kansas City, Kansas City, here we come. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Well, my Kansas City baby, my Kansas City mama too. I said Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City, baby. Here I come. When my Kansas City baby, my Kansas City mama too. You might take that train, take that plane. You gotta swim on the same Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. When my Kansas City baby, my Kansas City mama too. Swing it out. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. My Kansas City, baby, Kansas City, mama too. Everybody, hey, 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 Makinig naman kayo, masyadong bilis ng hype na itong buhay na ito. Sabi ko, blues, ginawang rock and roll. Gusto ko, gitar lang ha, gitar. Gitara. Okay.
Ano yung kinakamot mo dyan?
Hindi, ito gitara. Ito naman baho. Gitar. Di ba? Di ba? Ano ka?
Si Henry Sabarte, enjoy doon sa joke na yun.
Oo. Hindi ba? Ikaw, kanina ka pa. Ganun eh. O, tingnan mo yung bahista, kung anong ginagawa. Bumba, 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 bumba. Ganun eh. Yung mga hotdog. Yung bahista ng hotdog, nakita mo? Hindi marunong gumanon yun. Ganun lang. Ganun. Ewan ko, maga na siguro yun. Saan mo tayo? When my Kansas City, baby. With my Kansas City mama. Pumapangit ako doon sa gitara niyo. Ulitin mo nga. Lagyan mo ng konting sexy. Tudada ti 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 ti. Ganun. nila tawag. Paglapit niya mga kaibigan, kailangan mabilis ang singer. Gagawin, ilag pusoy. Ganon. Kita mo. Well, Mike, bakit? Lalabang ka?
Hindi.
Mukhang malakas loob mo ah.
Respect your elders.
No, well, sa panahon ngayon, wala nang elders, puro youngers na. Oy, yung band drummer, bayad na yon. Parang galit eh. Oh, parang galit. Hindi. Mabuting maliwanag. Galit ka ba sa... Parang galit sa pangit eh. Galit ka ba? Hindi mo siya ganyan. Dong, hindi siya ganyan kay Pilita kanina. Parang swabe yung drum niya kanina.
Talaga?
Ngayon na akong lumabas, para bang gusto niyang patayin ako. Be careful, be careful. Sabi ko sa'yo, English ko, be careful, be careful. Hey! Hey, 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 hey! One more time. When my Kansas City, babe. Ano siya eh? Parang Swahil. Galit talaga sa pangit itong hayop na ito eh. Oy, remember that I'm a human being, animal ka. Di ba kakakot tingin niya sa akin, iba eh. Tingnan mo ang dara mo. When my Kansas City, baby. O, nakita mo? Ano siya eh? Para siyang ano eh. I don't know.
Baka kulang ang bayad ko rin dyan.
I think so. I think so. Kasi kung husto sa bayad yan, suwabe yan eh. Pero hindi doon eh, hindi sa pira eh. Sa muka. Tignan mo agot ko, no? Tignan mo. With my Kansas City, baby. Isa pa. Pakinggan mo ako kasi. With my Kansas City, baby. Ganun. Yan. With my Kansas City, mama. Wow, parang pumasok yung tunog ng gitara sa loob. With my Kansas City, baby, mama, Thank you. Mga kaibigan, Mr. RD, without him, we will never be here. Warm applause for Mr. RD, ladies and gentlemen, everybody. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, sing the song, and I will be your background. Teka muna, ibang bayad nito ha, background ako. Hindi, mabuti yung maliwanag
Hindi.
mga kaibigan.
Kaya sabi mo sa kanila, walang uwian ha? Walang uwian. Kakanta ka pa, walang uwian.
Bakit? Sa iyo ba ito? Ako'y ginoo ko. Ano, itong mga tao nagbayad na, ayaw mo pang bawiin. May mga pamilya yan.
Right out of Louisiana, across to New Orleans, right up through the woods and on the other. The Lord cabin near the
Elizabeth Ramsey.
Ayun na lang ha. Mga kaibigan, pahinga mo na yung tanda doon. Ikaw rin.
A big hand for Elizabeth Ramsey.
Yes. Thank you.
Sinasabi ko sa'yo na wala akong daramdamin kung ikaw ay lumayo at hindi na akong mahalin. Sa paghulog ng luha, ako ngayon ang may dusa. Kung ang isip mo'y hindi, di na tayo magmamahalan. Alam na hanggang muli, sigat ng iya dito sa lansangan. Hanggang sa kamatayan, pag-ibig ko'y walang hanggan. Kung ako ang siyang masusunod, hihingin ko ang pangako mo na hindi ka ibig muli. Sinasabi ko sa'yo, huwag ka nang magmamahal. You know I keep on telling you, huwag ka nang magmamahal muli.
Sinasabi ko sa'yo,
huwag ka nang magmamahal.
You know I keep on telling you.
Sinasabi
ko sa'yo,
huwag ka nang magmamahal muli.
You know I keep on telling you.
Huwag ka nang.
Sinasabi ko sa'yo,
huwag ka nang magmamahal muli.
You know I keep on telling you.
Sinasabi ko sa'yo. Thank you. I'd like to call on Raul Sunico, a multi-awarded, world-renowned classical pianist, a TOYM awardee, who did me this favor of coming here tonight to combine classical and rock. Sónico. Thank you very much to everybody. It's been a long journey.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were meant to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. Anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. Now you know that it's okay.